So there's a very great secret taking place right now in the dialogue between Israel and Iran. And we need to turn to the Bible to understand what's really going on. That on the surface, it seems like there's just been a tit for tat between these two countries. That Israel says something, and then Iran responds with something, and then back and forth, back and forth. But another way to understand it is that Israel says something, and then Iran mocks Israel by seemingly saying the same thing. But as we'll see, it's actually something much deeper than that. So specifically, one example that we'd like to bring today is that when Israel told Iran that they need to evacuate, the people of Iran, they need to evacuate certain parts of Iran. And then Iran responded in a very interesting way. They said to evacuate the Bnei Brak area of Tel Aviv. It's a very curious thing, because Bnei Brak is not in Tel Aviv. Bnei Brak is an independent city east of Tel Aviv. So which is it? First of all, we pray that to God that He should protect everyone in Israel. This is something that we need to pray first and foremost, that everyone should be safe and protected. But we need to connect everything to God. Everything, all these events are messages, reasons to connect to God. And so what does this mean to evacuate? How would you even, what does that mean? Do you would evacuate Bnei Brak, God forbid, or Tel Aviv, God forbid? So one way of understanding mocking, that is Iran mocking Israel. When a person mocks, like a kid mocks, so they repeat the parent, right? Or they repeat somebody. So this is Iran attempting to repeat after Israel. So Israel is saying to evacuate parts of Iran, and Iran is responding to evacuate parts of Israel, but it goes deeper than that. Goes to evacuate, either we're talking about Tel Aviv or we're talking about Bnei Brak. If we're talking about Tel Aviv, then that's related to the government of Israel, the state of Israel, the affairs of the state, the affairs of the country. If we're talking about evacuating Tel Aviv, that's a center for Torah learning. That's evacuating what makes a Jew, which is our connection to God and His Torah. So you have to listen very carefully. What is Iran saying? This is a clarification. There's a deeper message here. And we're not saying that Iran got this, but this is, what is Iran? What is the dictatorship of Iran in this generation? So in the 4th century BCE, we have a story. This is the story of Purim. And in this time, 2,400 years ago or so, we had an arch-villain, and this arch-villain was Haman. And Haman was descended from Amalek. And Amalek, this nation of Amalek, is someone that hates the Jewish people with a consummate hatred, not because of any specific reason, just because they hate the Jewish people. So in our generation, anyone who hates the Jewish people with a consummate hatred is expressing Amalek. It's expressing this arch-villain of the Jewish people. The villain of the story. So this is the dictatorship of Iran. Is a representation of the Amalek, the Haman, the arch-villain of our generation, of our story, of the story that we're living in today. So what does it mean when the arch-villain, the dictator of Iran, says that to evacuate Bnei Brak? So we have a very interesting statement from the Talmud, from Sanhedrin, the Tractate of Sanhedrin, 96a. It says that the descendants of Amalek were found studying Torah in Bnei Brak, right? This very same city, studying Torah in Bnei Brak. So Rabbi Ginsburg said a very beautiful gematria, a very beautiful value according to the Hebrew letters, numerology, according to the Hebrew letters, that Ger Amaleki, right, a Amalek convert, it either means that an Amalek a descendant of Amalek that actually converted to Judaism. Or in our generation, this could mean that destroying this arch enemy of the Jewish people brings about a conversion. What conversion? It brings about a redeeming of sparks of holiness, a bringing about of the redemption, a bringing about of Mashiach, of the Redeemer of the Jewish people. It's a very beautiful thing. The value of Ger Amalek, the convert of Amalek, is equal to Melech HaMashiach, to King Mashiach, the Redeemer of the Jewish people. So what does it mean to want to evacuate Bnei Brak? It means that we know that this is the enemy. The enemy is not Tel Aviv. The enemy is not the state of Israel. The enemy is those that learn Torah.